What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Afternoon's Delight. Man, oh man, oh man. This is the first of two videos with Conrad and Billie. We had a trigger moment for Conrad that really pushed what led to the first kiss between Conrad and Billie. So we had a situation. This was I'm gonna say a little bit towards the end of the episode, like the last maybe 15 minutes. We had a situation where Billie was in danger. Okay, Billie was in danger, and there was two dudes that was attacking her. So let me back up a little bit. So, Billie had a patient who was a mom with two sons. Her cancer had came back, and she told her sons that she's got a brain tumor and it's in a dangerous place, and advises them against the surgery. The mom and the sons insist on the surgery, and it's against the medical opinion, but Billie decides to do it anyways. The mom makes it off the surgery table, but she dies a few hours later after developing some complications. Billie asks Leela to wait for her to come out of the emergency surgery to break the news to her sons. And unfortunately, the sons came back from the hospital room to find their mom gone, and they just expressed their anger on Billie and just, man, Billie was alone with them for a little minute before she got some help. It was a 2 against 1, and it was looking bad for Billie. It was looking real bad for Billie. Like, they could have dropped her down the stairs because they were fighting on the stairs. And like I said, it was a 2 against 1. And for the sons, they were just, they were angry about their mother that she had passed, and they really blamed Billie for the complications that she ended up having in surgery. But Billie did advise against doing the surgery. And when doctors this is one of the things, when doctors advise against something like that, it's usually for a reason. And like Billie was saying, she really shouldn't have had the surgery. She really shouldn't have had the surgery. And it's painful. I kind of understand what the sons had no business attacking her though, but I kind of understand their anger and frustration. I mean, you lose your mother like that, and you think it's the doctor's fault. You probably some of us probably do the same thing. I know I wouldn't attack a doctor for something like I'm not going to jail over something like that, even if I just lost my mom on the spot, and I'm grieving over it so hard right away. But it was hard though. But luckily Conrad came in to save her. Conrad was fighting them off. It was still a 2 against 1 because Billie really wasn't in a position. I mean, obviously being a female, she wasn't in a position to really help. But Conrad was doing the best he could do. Now, what did help was that I think when one of them was going down the stairs, I think Billie tripped him and he fell. And then that's when the security finally came. There was some alarms going off in the background, so the security was able to know that that both of them was in danger with the two men. But it could have really got out of control after that. It was a near death situation for all 4 of the men. I mean, all 4 of the people in that situation. The sons, Conrad, and Billie. Any one of them could have died in that situation. It was very dangerous. But what I really believe is that this was the change situation for Conrad and Billie. Like, this is the trigger moment. Through this point, Conrad has been really reluctant to get with Billie. One of the things that I covered this in the last episode where AJ was talking to Yamada about, Billie's true feelings for Conrad. He didn't know about that. I mean, he's new. He didn't know that Billie was really into Conrad like that. So AJ was warning him, so that he wouldn't get hurt by it. It's still really early in the stage. They barely been dating, so he ain't got to waste his time with Billie. But AJ was like, that Conrad is still hurting over Nick's death. He still hasn't gotten over her death. And he's been kind of just trying to find his way through the relationship with Cade. But we know that at the end of the day, who he really wants. He wants Billie. But I think he doesn't want to get hurt again because of what happened to Nick. he fears like, you know, one day maybe Billie might be in the same situation where she's dying or whatever, and he just doesn't want that to happen again. So he's been very reluctant to get with Billie. And so, because I mean, he really loves Billie. Like, he really loves Billie, and he just doesn't want to get hurt again, man. That's a tough situation when you lose somebody, you know, someone that you love, and you lose them. You don't want to get close to nobody after that, because you don't want to go through that again. That's a huge hurt. And you know, Nick left behind a daughter. You know, that's huge. That's huge, man. So I think for Conrad, he realized in that situation, that attack, that him and Billie were in a near-death situation, and I think he realized at that moment, life's too short sometimes, and he didn't want to wait another day to confess his feelings and stuff like that, which we're going to talk a little bit more about in the next video, and ended up, you know, kissing Billie. We're going to talk about that in the next video, but going ahead and give this video a like, hit the like button for me, share the video, subscribe to the channel, especially if you're new in the zoo. Any comments y'all got, definitely put them below. And if you want to donate to the channel, you can hit the super thanks button below. That allows you to donate through Google. Or if you have the Cash App, you can donate to the Cash App. I got the Cash App on the screen right now, $Sack Exchange. So you can send any donation to the Cash App, and I much appreciate it, just like these two guys did. Rob Smith with the $5 dono, and then last month, Secret Cure with the $80 dono. So if you want to donate just like them, I really appreciate it. So next video, we're going to talk about the kiss, and I'm going to have a poll up, so go in the community tab. I'm going to talk more about that poll in the next video, but I also got one up about Padma. Do you think she's going to commit suicide? You think she's going to get saved by AJ or Leela or somebody else? So I'm going to have those polls up. But yeah, we're going to talk about that in the next video. But I definitely think that this was the trigger moment for Conrad to finally make a move with Billie. Because I do think the only way they were going to get together was if Conrad was going to make the move. Because Billie was willing to be patient. She was even going out with James, you know, just now. And she was willing to not get in that situation. But so what I'm going to do in the next video, we're also going to talk about this next episode, because I'm also going to do a video on the preview next week. I mean, whenever they come back on January the 3rd. We're going to talk about that as well in that video, what I think is going to happen between her and Cade. So we're going to get to it. Let's get to the next video. I'll see y'all in the next video. Thank y'all for watching this one. After News to Light.